Stick around. Why hello there YouTube, and welcome to a random review with me, Random Ross. So yes, I've been anticipating this film for a while, and has it delivered? I'd say it has done. So yeah, from that intro, I am reviewing Terminator Dark Fate, directed by Tim Miller and written and produced by James Cameron. Yes, James Cameron's back with this one. Starring Linda Hamilton, Natalia Reyes, Mackenzie Davis, and the legend that is Aronld Swhwarzenegger, with Gebriel Luna as the villainous Rev 9. Okay, so before we continue any further, this is a spoiler review, okay? So I'm going to get into deep spoiler territory, and, so if you haven't seen Terminator Dark Fate, then click off this video right now, go watch it, then we'll talk spoilers. Or you can just check out my spoiler-free review, which is linked in the cards above, that you can check out. So yeah, you can check out my spoiler-free review as well. So I'll give you a couple seconds to, go off and, if you want to avoid spoilers, go on. Okay, spoiler time. Okay, so in this film, the year is 2020, so a year from now, where Grace, a resistance fighter that's cybernetically enhanced, is sent back in time to protect Mackenzie Davis's character. Grace is sent back in time to protect Dani Ramos, played by Natalia Reyes, and a Terminator called the Rev 9, played by Gebriel Luna, is also sent back to kill her. And along the way there, they run into the help of Sarah Connor, who helps them, and then she tags along. Then they get these coordinates to someone, and they find that there's after getting out of Mexico, they find a Terminator named Carl, which is a T-800 Model 101, and he's adapted to human life and called himself Carl. Oh, I should also mention, in the openings of this film, we get a CGI'd young Edward Furlong and a CGI'd de-aged Linda Hamilton with a de-aged Aronld Swhwarzenegger, where it opens in the year 1998, where it's 3 years after Terminator 2 Judgment Day. A Terminator goes back in time, kills little John Connor, succeeds in his mission, and then that's it. And then we find him many years later, he's adapted to life as a human, but he's still a Terminator, and he says that he wants to help protect Dani and change the future because he chooses to. But Linda Hamilton's Sarah Connor, the original Sarah Connor, is a bit like, I'm going to kill you when this is done. But of course, in the end, in this film, we have a massive finale in a water dam plant, and Carl makes the ultimate sacrifice by restraining the Rev 9 as it gets destroyed by Grace's power source that she gets Dani to remove from her, that kills her in the process. So yeah, the Rev 9 gets destroyed, Carl gets destroyed, Grace dies, and the film ends where Dani sees a young Grace, and Sarah then tells her that as they drive off together, Sarah and Dani, she tells Dani that they have to prepare, because we find out in this that she isn't the mother of the leader of the future resistance, she is the leader of the future resistance in this one. Okay, and this actually serves as, this is the 6th installment in the Terminator series, but serves as the 3rd film to the original 2. Terminator 1, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, T3 Salvation and Genesis are wiped. This is the sequel to the original one that we've been waiting for. Has it been worth the wait? Yeah, So let's get to my likes and dislikes. First of all, the likes. I like that they brought Sarah Connor back in this. Linda Hamilton, it's been over 28 years since she played the role of Sarah Connor, and she was badass in this. You know, she evolved from this, this vulnerable woman from the first film to this warrior protective mother, and then to this Terminator hunter that goes out and hunts Terminators because she gets given coordinates by an anonymous source that says, for John, which turns out to be the Terminator that killed him, Carl. Anyways, Carl has settled down and actually has a wife and a stepson, and it's a non-physical relationship. Anyways, I liked that they brought Linda Hamilton back, and I liked that they got Aronld Swhwarzenegger back as well, playing an aged up Terminator. I also liked Mackenzie Davis's character Grace. She was pretty cool in this, badass from the film. The second part of the opening of this film sees her arrival from the future. Basically everything that they said in the CinemaCon footage back in March or something. And we also see Gebriel Luna's Rev 9. Now I like the Rev 9. See, this one, he wasn't like the T-1000 or the TX. This Terminator, he had a liquid metal shell and an endoskeleton, and basically what we've seen in the trailers is his liquid metal shell separating from the robo-skeleton. So when there's the Rev 9, there's his liquid shell, and then there's the robot within it. So I like that. I like that they change things up with the Rev 9, and yeah, he was more deadlier than the T-1000. I also like the character of Dani, played by Natalia Reyes. She was good in this as well, but she didn't do much. She pretty much stayed behind Grace and Sarah, and just like, she didn't really do much. But in the end, she starts to evolve and become this fighter that the future is going to be saved by. She is going to, because we see in flash forwards or for Grace flashbacks of her showing her that there's hope for mankind and that they can be saved, etc. I also like the visuals in this and the CGI. I also loved, the CGI in this were good. I did like the opening where they had a CGI'd young Linda Hamilton and a CGI'd John Connor, Edward Furlong, with body doubles. That was very cool. I loved the how far computer technology has come, where we can actually CGI an old flame from an old film into a new one. So I like that. I guess I didn't like how they killed John Connor as well. I mean, it was like Edward Furlong was CGI'd in there for like probably 30 seconds, maybe less, and was terminated. Which, so basically, and with John gone, we get a new resistance leader. So basically, if Dani didn't make it, would we have just got another resistance fighter that the Terminators would have just sent back? Possibly. But yeah, I really hope this does well, though. I really do. I really hope it succeeds and they make a follow-on to this, because this is like the third attempt at setting another trilogy off here, and I really hope they actually pick up on it. At least give us another movie, I don't know, but yeah, it's still early days. This has had a lot of mixed reviews. My personal opinion, I like this film. There were a few flaws there with, like I say, with Natalia Reyes' character, but this film is like non-stop action from the beginning right up until the end. There was like the middle act where everyone had a breather, and the Rev 9, he just did not seem to stop at all. He would not stop, and he was just on the mission. I also liked that they gave him a bit more characteristics as well. He wasn't like sinister and menacing looking like the T-1000. He had a bit more development in interaction, and could replicate things from physical touching like a shapeshifter like the T-1000. So, Terminator Dark Fate, is it worth watching? In my opinion, it is. Would I see it again? Yeah, I would see it again. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to see this again. But I can tell you now, this is way better than the one we got in 2015, Genesis. It's way better than the one we got in 2009, Salvation. It's somewhat a little bit better than Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. I guess another flaw is that Arnold Schwarzenegger's character didn't get the screen time. In a lot of screen time in this film, he sort of came into it halfway into the film. But yeah, he was great in this, and yeah, it was good to see Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton working together again on a Terminator film. This didn't have James Cameron's directing in it, but you can see that it had his touch on this. I thought the directing in this was good as well, from Tim Miller, who up to now I only know has directed Deadpool. So yeah, Terminator Dark Fate. I found up my ratings for this. I'll give this a 3.5. 3.5 out of 5 for Terminator Dark Fate. So that has been my review on the film. Have you seen it? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I have a lot of horror stuff going on my horror channel at the moment, which is linked down below or in the cards above, with my Whovian channel, which is also linked down below or in the cards above. So yeah, if you like, yeah, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All my social media links are down below in the description. So until next time, well, yeah, I'll be back.